New year, we talked about the expectations already, but got some new names, some new faces, maybe in the same spots, maybe in different as far as what they've done coming into this year. Tell everyone a little bit about what your expectations are, especially for some of those key starters that are coming up off the JV.
Well, I think one thing everyone's sort of looking at is who's going to replace Mason Reed on defense. I mean, there is an outstanding athlete that could take away half the field. You know, last year we moved him to the wide side of the field. He can take that away. It really forced a lot of people to run to the short side of the field. And he did a great job of that. Obviously, he's a great athlete. He's at Texas Tech right now. Who's going to replace Mason Reed? And it's going to be Cole Jones. And we've been nothing but happy with Cole right now. He's physical. He's gained weight. He weighs close to 180 now. He's got pretty good speed. He's learned Coach Brunson's scheme, and he's going to have an opportunity to replace Mason Reed at the Sam linebacker tonight. At Will, we had Caleb Raines. You know, our Sam and Wills were pretty special last year. Carson Taft is a newcomer. He's going to come on and replace him at the will position. We've been very impressed. Now, Carson, I don't think he's going to mind I say this. He's not real big, not real fast, not real strong, but he reads extremely well. He's a fighter. He plays with a big heart. He finds a way to get the job done. And so far, we have been impressed with him in the will position. Offensively, we're looking at two tackles that can help us run our power game, our smashes, our Washingtons, the tackles that can block down. We moved Bailey Edwards, who was last year's tackle, to the guard. Bailey, I think when he first came to Cisco from Albany, he weighed around 240, 245, and he's around 202 now. And he's extremely mobile, so we've moved him to the guard position. So in the process of that, we've had to find two tackles, graduated one last year, and then the other to replace Bailey. Simone Fuentes will be the right tackle, and Austin Wagner will be the left tackle. Great bodies, they're big, they're strong, they're not real mobile. And that was something in the scrimmages that we hope that will improve on. The down blocking has got to get better. But those two tackles and those two new names coming in, I feel like we'll do a good job, but it's going to take a little time. As you know, offensive linemen have tough responsibilities. Coach White has been my O-line coach since 2001. He's really pretty well known in the state of Texas because our O-line typically is pretty good every year, even if we're not big, strong, or fast. He finds a way to out-technique people, and I feel like he'll get the job done with these two new tackles.
As far as coaching staff goes, no turnover with you guys. We talked about Coach White being here. You guys as a whole, pretty much have a lot of years' experience together. What does it mean to the program for you to have that familiarity with that coaching staff?
Well, it just makes it so easy. You know, I was talking to Coach Hewlett, who moved from Eastland to Springtown, and having to coach new coaches and having to teach them the scheme is very, very time consuming, and it's taken him all summer long just to get his coaches right. You know, we get ready for two-a-days. We can pretty much show up on a Sunday before Monday two-a-days and spend about 20 minutes talking about what we've done the last 14 years. But most of my coaches have been with me that long, or for a long period of time. I'm not having to coach coaches. I don't have to tell them, hey, this is what we're doing offensively. This is how we run this particular play. Our ends on the down block have to get down the hill line. They've got to squeeze for a down block on the trap and so forth. All of our coaches know that, so you're not having to teach them. There's lots of different schemes out there. There's lots of different offenses and defenses to run, and our folks are very, very familiar with what we do, so it makes it so easy for me just to kind of sit back and watch things happen. Our kids are going to be well coached.
Last night, the freshmen in JV traveled up to Breckenridge, came away with 2 wins, albeit very hard-fought wins, really close games last night. Talk about the younger kids last night.
If you like defense, that was a fun one to watch. Both teams did a great job of defending each other. Our freshman team actually had probably looked the best offensively. Got down to the end zone, into the red zone quite a few times that we fumbled, but we did move the ball very well. The fumbles hurt that little team, but they did pull out the victory. I think that was 18-14 or 18-12. Played very, very good physical defense. JV did the same thing. It was a defensive battle. had a big interception there at the end in the end zone. Pretty well defensively. We were very well pleased with how they played. Offensively, just kind of missing that one guy that can take a game over and break that long, 60 or 70 yard touchdown. We didn't have that at all at the JV level. I would make that very similar to our varsity level. We're 4 yards, and that JV did pretty good offensively. They just the penalties and the turnovers stopped them. They could not break that long run. Didn't barely have the speed to get that accomplished, but they did play very tough, and for the most part, we were able to do it.
Good to get the wins always, and that's what they got. They're still undefeated. We're going to take another break, 2 minutes. Again, you're listening to Cisco Morning Huddle on KTX.